Next set in AoE Leagues Division 3, we're underway. We've got Arena here. We've got Genbo playing as the Jurchens. And on the other side, as the blue to the north, it'll be Siro, who is playing as the Teutons. Nice little jump of the villager there in the garrison in the TC. Jump out the other side. Good start there. Try to do it myself every now and then. Sometimes just touch busy. Don't get it done. Now, Arena is what we've got. DE Arena. We've got some foxes. You can hear them already. The two players actually starting quite close together as well, which I find interesting. Means probably some good opportunity to expand at some point. Now, because it's Arena, I might just do a little bit of ×2 once we get we'll just go through what we see here. Teutons and Jurchens. Tremors in the chat suggesting, are we going to see a Teuton tower rush? We may. We have already seen Teutons on in this tournament already, and it was Siro as well. So Siro, this is Siro's home map, and Siro picked Teutons the first time. There was no tower rush. It was against Lithuanians that time. So of course Teutons can garrison more in their town centers, which does mean in their towers, sorry, which does mean the tower rush is quite nice, because you can send forward more than 5 vills, and then you're probably going to win a tower war in Feudal Age. And you get some nice melee armor when you're up against other stable units and barracks in Castle and Imp. And of course, the best tech in the game, Murder Holes, comes in free for the Teutons. That comes in upon reaching Castle Age. And units are resistant to conversion, which, let's be honest, this does absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Dead bonus. Alright, board number 1's in. We're seeing a little bit of berries here. 4 on wood makes me think it'll be a fast castle. And 3 on wood here. I think it's also a fast castle. You can go 3, you can go 4. You can kind of make certain things work. Now, the Jurchens, they get siege engineers in an age earlier, which is quite nice when it comes to Mangonel Micro. Now, Jurchens also get this stupid unit, the Grenadier, which means in late late post-Imp, Thunderclap Bomb Grenadiers. They are disgusting. Got a gold early, actually. Their early game bonus I quite like as well. There's no decay on their hunt and herdables, which means you can kind of just take a lot of different things at once and bring them all in and have some fun with that. And that should mean more res, because you're taking more of the boars, which is quite good. And now we're seeing them jump off to berry. So you should see a fast castle here. Couple on golds. Maybe that's a touch early. We're going to see... Maybe? Are we going to see a fast imp? There's a lot on food here. Is this actually a fast imp? We're going up very late for a fast castle. I think we got a fast imp on our hands, people. I think this is a Jurchen fast imp, expecting that Siro's going to go fast castle. I like it. This has to, because it went to gold very early. How's the scouting? Just sees in the middle, sees that the two players are close together, and on this side, both players are aware of the other. 25 vills. This is very late for a fast castle, but very early for a fast imp. So I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued. Especially with the barracks going up. I'm intrigued. What have we got in store here? What's it going to be? Both players are up at the exact same time, which feels late, but that's okay. What's at the back? There's a barracks. There's no second build. Oh. Let's just slow it down. There's no second building here from Genbo. going to have to make another villager. I think that's a little bit of an oversight here. It hasn't quite gone as smoothly as he may have expected. Interesting. I'm just going to pause because I realised I didn't put the elos up. It's not the biggest of issues, but it's worth noting, of course. So this is their current random map elos. You can see there's a little bit of a gap there, and Siro straight up to the Castle H, a bit smoother. And what's happening on this side? Is the plan a boom? Is the plan something else? Is it just not having all the arena experience, perhaps? Let's have a look. We are certainly focusing on this side, but a couple of scouts now for the Teuton player as well. Teuton's the only civ that gets horses that don't get light cav. They just do not get the upgrade. And so they're stuck with these guys. But they are going to get a kill here. It's 2v1. Jurchen Scout Cav will attack faster. This guy's on stand ground, sadly. Go. A couple of kills come in. So now both players are probably looking towards their monks and the relics. Let's have a look here. 2 relics, quite nice for Siro there. I think the relic generation certainly feels a little bit nicer for our Teuton player. Let's see what we've got on this side. It is an early monastery. There is no second town centre yet. It's just the monastery for now. Couple of spears, couple of knights. And on this side, have we got any eco coming? We've got the light cav upgrade. Still no TCs from either player. It's just going to be one stable for now. And there's the first of the Fire Lancers. So, funnily enough, Light Cav are slower than Scout Cav. This is a big, big fight. This should be... Oh, just leveled up. Got to run from the Knight, by the looks of it. And now we're seeing TCs be added in the back. You try and take down the Scout Cav, but you have to run from the Knight. The Light Cav... Yeah, they are slower than Scout Cavalry, which is interesting. A couple of bears getting in on the action as well. Now the Fire Lancers are here. They shoot their guns. And blue has to back away. But managed to get a relic in. Fire Lancers fighting. Down goes a little bit. Down goes a light cav. Down goes a spear. But it's time to boom for the Jurchens. Time to add a monastery. See, the farms have been laid. Now we're seeing the 2 players consider their next moves. Here we go. Teutons are going to try and steal this. I don't know about that. Monk's going to go down here. Monk just gets shot. Gets a conversion before he goes down. But otherwise, the old man just got shot. He's going to steal the second relic though. Or is he? Hang on a moment. Purple's aware that the relic moved. And now Monk will get cut off. Yes. Monk goes down. But the relic gets closer. Closer to Blue's base. Veal counts. Oh, Genbo's housed at the moment. Both players, same amount of veals. No double bit axe. There's no bowsaw for either player, but no double bit axe on this side. Is a big mistake. Teutons don't need to have heavy plow. It's hard because they do get the cheaper farms. That is the bonus. And there's wheelbarrow now as well, and it's 3 TCs for each. Time to start pumping out veals and time to get their boom on. A little bit too much idle time from Genbo at the moment. Yeah, the food eco's not been there, but it should be there now. There is now enough farms. Yeah, the food's not been there, given there's been a couple of scouts in production, and the wood has been spent on the fire lancers instead of extra farms. But now he's there. Both players are there now. Both players should have no issues booming. Siro is going to have a pretty good imp timing. I think if a few more vills now go to gold, imp won't be far away. It's 2 relics to 1. Now, where's the next monk? It looks like everything on the field is purple. So the relics are probably going to be 3-2. Oh, here we go. Is this going to be a snipe here? These guys won't be able to shoot. And, no, it has to run. Has to run. Monk's okay. And there is another monk here as well. And he's aware of the second relic to go chase. And it's going to be imp. It's going to be a very fast imp. How's this? 61 villagers. Only a minute of idle time. Uni and houses at the back. I wonder what the plan will be. Oh, the uni is for the second building. Teuton's going up, and look, imp timing is quite strong. Going to stone. Probably going to try and be up pretty fast here. And then have a castle ready to go in what is a very, very narrow distance between the players. Very small distance. Let's see what's in store. Meanwhile, 4th TC at the back. Oh no, the Jurchens player might find themselves in a little bit of a pickle here. Lots on gold. Lots of gold as well. Here is a pikeman. Prepping some bombard cannons, prepping pikemen. Expecting to see maybe some steppies or something. Siro won't be able to go forward here. Does have a couple of knights in defense. The monk is there. Goes away. But a minute. 1 minute from him. Castle time. Loading. The castle is loading. We're nearly there. 53 stone to go. That poor fox. Why do the foxes die? There's no villagers here. That's pretty poor form. Poor form. Uni coming up at the back. As well, rushing it down. Ah, again, building situation. Wants the building. They do look to be decaying. Maybe it was blue that killed them. Alright, time to come forward. There's a couple of scorpions on the field as well. A couple of pikemen. A couple of knights. A little bit of everything. Imp. What is the imp plan going to be? Castle's ready to go, but Haven't seen anything from... As far as where it's going to be placed yet. It's 3 TCs to 4. How's the villager situation here? Here we go. We've got a bit of a fight. I don't like this for blue, but is there enough? I guess the extra melee armor is quite handy here. 2 knights get converted. Oh. 2 knights getting converted, not ideal. There's a little bit of armor in, and purple doesn't have any armor yet. But faster attacking fire lances does mean that ends well. Didn't go poorly. A couple of bonuses for both players, but at the end of the day, it's don't open the gate. Do not open the gate. Do not open the gate. Gate was not opened. Lock the gate. Oh no, saved it. Almost feels like Siro's just trying to bait Genbo to drop a castle somewhere. And then he's going to react. Oh god, this is a very out the way castle. Does pretty much have the res for a second one now, though. Time for Howl. Monk is... Yeah, that didn't quite work out in the end. Feels like the Tootin bonus there was, yeah, was applied to the Jerchins. Couple of Scorps. Maybe Heavy Scorp could be useful here. Especially if you're expecting CA on the other side. Teutons do get Heavy Scorpion. Yes, they do. Are they aware of the castle? Yes, there is a knight roaming around the base. Down it goes. The vills have come out to the side now. Let's see what the plan is. It is heavy rocket cart. Heavy rocket cart. Just wheeling in. Those things look very, very intimidating. Bombard cannon, though. All the scorpions are going to get flattened by these things. 8 range. Could get siege engineers for 9 range. Probably worth doing if you are given heavy... Oh, God, splat. Bye-bye. Now there's a Treb out. Let's see what we've got. Treb's going for the gate. Siro went up to him earlier, but I feel like the advantage has not really been used. Now, someone went down there. A village has gone down. Was looking to drop more outposts. Now very much aware that a Teuton castle exists. I do like the decision to expand now. Just given the push has not actually come that fast. The decision to expand, not the worst. But let's see, what's the comp going to be? What is the unit comp here? Siege Engineers on this side. We're now going to see Fletching and then probably Bodkin. So the castle will now go up to 11 range and then it will get to 13 eventually. Just out of reach. Just out of reach of this gold. What do Fire Lancers do against... What does anyone do against Capes? Fire Lancers probably struggle against the Capes. Absolutely. Like, they would get shredded. But... that's what these boys are for. And if the heavy rocket cart usage with 9 range... no, we still haven't seen engineers on this side, so still 8 range. Meanwhile... oh god, Trebs are sniping bombard cannons on this side. We're seeing fortified bastions now, and Trebs are about to snipe... Trebs are sniping a Scorp. Trebs are sniping another bombard cannon. That's ridiculous. Oh, these Trebs have got 100% accuracy. They can't miss. And his castle's gone down here for Siro. It's all happening now. Situation looks a little bit better for Genbo, but we're trying. We're trying to fight on two sides here, which is hard for both. The Haubs have come in and dived the Treb on this side. Meanwhile, a couple of Capes out here. You get to see the Capes fight against unprotected Fire Lancers, so they have to back off. But Fortified Bastions just means that this thing, let's be real, it's not really doing that much damage on its own. It's kind of just repairing itself. Self-healing buildings. And now there's Trebs. Oh, the Trebs are just rolling around this side. Meanwhile, the Capes on the side angle are going to have to do some work. That's serious stuff. Thunderclap bombs is being researched as well. Oh god, this could be a disaster for the Teuton player. Nice hits on the from the bombard cannons there. They get some revenge. Thunderclap bombs is going to hit very hard. I wonder if there is planned grenadiers. There is. The Rangers are coming down. It's time for Thunderclap Grenadiers. And the Teutons are en route to being absolutely clapped themselves now. That castle is very dangerous. Another hit from a Treb. I don't think this castle goes up. And finally, we're seeing Siege Engineers. Look how quickly that researches, by the way. 9 range. The whole army is being sent. The whole village is being sent. 37 villagers are going to try and get this thing down. I am not convinced that this works, but if it goes up, it will provide a little bit of security. It is 12 range. It's 12 range. It will take out a lot of the ranges that have been built. It just needs to go up, and enough villagers are here. Handy. Meanwhile, on this side, we've got some Capes doing some work. These guys are just Castle Age for the time being. They've got +2 and +2 regarding attack and armor. Time for heavy Scorp as well. Oh god, they're just going to get... They're going to get thunderclapped. Oh boy. Oh, yeah. They just full-on exploded. Look at the explosions. Is there no friendly fire from these things? That feels a little bit unfair. Okay. I know they get -50%. How we go? Well, actually, a little bit of a fight back here for Siro. Hold on a moment. 150 vils, 145 vils. No eco has been disrupted yet. This castle is still up. Hoardings on the way. It's only 4,800 HP at the moment. And now it's time for another castle. Oh, this could go down. That heavy rocket cart wasn't doing anything. Time for everything to move. We're going to see a score switch soon. The production buildings are in trouble. Production buildings are all in trouble here. It's the Jurchen late game about to get beaten. Lots of bombard cannons out in the field. There are 9 of them at the moment. We saw... I saw Gambesons get researched. I don't think Gambesons does anything to Teutonic Knights. Doesn't. That is a lot of exploding going on. Lots of things are just exploding here. Scorpions are handy. They will have 8 range themselves, but that's only -1 on the Grenadiers. There's Elite Teutonic Knight. There's the last armor now. Golden Capes. They got their little horns. Oh, they will oh, poor Haubs. Poor Haubs. And now... Siro has held. Siro's about to break the gate. Time to walk in. There's still heavy rocket carts to deal with. Oh god, this could kill all the Scorpions at once. Any raiding going on? 2 heavy capes on the way in. Final attack now. And on this side, nothing much. It's all quiet on the right. Meanwhile, Genbo's base is being pushed. It's being pushed. A couple of bombard cannons still working away. Gonna see Scorpions, heavy Scorps. These have not been watched. They're gonna go down. They need to run. Castle will go up. Problem with pushing the Teutons is the bombard cannons are the same range as a castle. 13. 13 range. Hard to push the Teutons. And now we're seeing a switch into what will probably be Paladin. Oh man, those Halbs did not stand a chance. I'm intrigued to see the Paladin switch here. Can it work? Oh, the Paladin switch is coming as a Skirm switch is happening on the other side. I just saw Elite Skirm get researched there. Yes, some Skirms are on the way. And they're going to be met with Paladin. I have a feeling this castle may go down, but I could also say that there's actually not a lot to protect out here. There's a few farmers, but I think those should just find their way back home. The problem now for Siro is keeping the gold up because he needs to protect this gold. He does have access to this gold. The question will be, is there a push here? Can the Paladin mass get high enough? And then one big push from Paladin can do the work here. These vills are going to have to abandon this area for the time being. They're going to have to drop off and run. Or just run. Or die. Either way, something's going to happen here. Still waiting on Paladin. Still waiting on some armor. The armor would be handy. Castle stayed up on this side. As I say it. There's 3 trebs. I think this is about to go down. Oh, no. Maybe not. Maybe not. I mean, once the stone runs out, it goes down. I don't think that stays up much longer. That is a lot. That is a lot of Grenadiers. Siro could lose a few vills. 140. The problem is gold. There's no gold to take. Where do you go? I mean, there's a couple of foxes, but that's not enough. Gonna finish the stone, but then what? Don't have access to this stone. This gold is nearly... Oh, actually, there's a little bit here. There's still enough here. This is where the Paladin mass comes from. But it has to be a serious Paladin mass. And I would want the armor. Yes, you do get +2 bonus, but it's not a lot of armor. Trying to take this stone. Oh, these vills die. These vills die, and you can see there's a Scout Cav switch now. That's not going to be that strong. Alright, Paladin versus Grenadiers. Not enough Paladin. Not enough Paladin. No. Not enough Paladin. We need more Paladin. Does Siro also really need those armor. Really need that armor. Get the armor. Just drop it here. I mean, there's actually Scout Cav and Halb doing some work in here. Just drop them in here. It'll all die. There's nothing else back here. These Paladin are going to get some work done out here. Maybe getting access to this stone will be handy. We're going late. 110 vills. Oh, vills are dying. Vills are dying. Here we go. Scout Cav are coming in. Quick walls are going to try and come in. That's not going to be enough. The full raids are going to happen. Siro's base is kind of well covered now. And there's a lot of Halb that need to float back now. And all this army needs to drop back. There's just so much. And this gold is now safe. It allows for more Paladin to be produced. Maybe some more farms. The vill counts. Look at the vill counts. It's all going to drop. 5,000 food. Both players, actually. Jodungle, hello. You're mentioning the losing of vills for Siro. I think Genbo Doesn't need to add any right now. Just spend the res, then add some. You kind of need the army. The army numbers are needed. The production buildings are needed. How do you stop the paladin here? There are a lot of halbs that don't have all their attack upgrades. But that's offset by not having all the armor upgrades. Chaotic game. Both players certainly clicking very, very fast. Scout Cav come in. They're going to die very quickly, but if they can be thrown away, I guess. They drag the army away, and then the bigger army comes this way to protect the bombard cannons, to try and get the castle down. That is the main goal here. Divert some of the units and try to take down this castle. And then the heavily fortified Jurchens will not have any fortifications. Explosions everywhere. There's just so many explosions. Oh boy. Peak Age of Empires right there. Castle goes down. Bombard cannons got the job done and they roll back. 130 vils to 112. Still plenty of res for Genbo. And as you say, spare hands. Going into light cab, it feels pretty important. He's just not really teched into stables at the moment. There's just, I don't think there's any stables on the field. There's plenty of wood to make stables though. Looking for capped ram. Where's that push gonna come from? $200 pop on this side. Lots of res, but gold is at a premium. Forward gold here. To be honest, Siro can probably access this more than Genbo at the moment. Nuvis, hello, hello. And thank you very much for the resub. Absolute legend. Thank you for using using your Prime, of course. You can use your Prime on Prime for free, of course. You can sub for free. Wherever, not just with me, of course. You can use one a month. You just got to remember to redo it. And planning a few little things. I was in discussions with Rapunzel earlier today. Need to get some extra stuff there for the subs. I reckon a TC drop on the gold, not the worst, as you say. Can't really castle at the moment. Can't really tower. There's not enough stone, but getting gold access feels good. The scout cav are in. And scout cav are very much throwaway army. Oh, I like this. Just getting a couple of the vills here. Siege ram there now. It's just so hard to push this. It kind of has to be pushed with castles. Relics are 3-2. 4 purple, but there's no gold left. I think this might be the only gold. 3-6. What do we got there? 3-3. So there's 200 gold somewhere else on the map. This monastery is very much could be under threat. Could be under threat, this monastery. Siege rams working their way through. They're not going to get very far. They're all going to die. One player's at 200 pop. One player is not. Feels like once the Grenadiers drop, that will be the end of the hold. But the score is still the same. I just don't see the counterplay. I'm worried for the counterplay. I'm worried because it feels gold intensive. It feels like it needs to be gold units for the Jurchens to actually do anything here. Not having access to gold units feels like a big problem at the moment. And of course, not being ready on the light cap. Now there is actually a Hussar as well, but you need to find the gold for that. The Scorpions are here. They're in a nice ball. There's no bomber. Oh, there's one bombard cannon. Where is he? Oh, he could get a big hit on those Scorps. And in come the Capes, the Paladin. Scorpions need to start attacking here. The Scorpions are just waltzing in. That Bombard Cannon needs to do a lot of heavy lifting. This is the fight. There's a couple of bit of action going on outside the base as well. Nothing that serious. We're going to go back into Genbo's base. This feels like the end. The beginning of the end. Any moment now. It feels like the Teuton army is about to overrun and be too much for the Jurchens. TCs regenerate. Of course they do. There's a lot of army. Absolute blast. And there was a lot of blasts. And the GG is called. Siro gets the win in game number 1 on his home map. Arena. Hope we enjoyed that clownery. You don't see that very often on this channel. So, enjoy that. Lots of help from both players. The Grenadiers try their hardest. But not to be. You can see the speeds of the two players as well. Good stuff. Siro, home map. Gets the win. Fun game. Game number 2 now. We have got Genbo's home map of Vulpine. Great minds think alike, indeed. As both players have got their mule carts out. Georgians for Genbo. And for Siro, it will be Armenians. This map came about with the recently concluded Red Bull Wololo, or at least the latter qualifier is recently concluded. And it's a very, very interesting map. Very hard map to wall. In fact, impossible map to wall because you got rocky terrain that has a nice little loop there. And then all the way through there. And also here. And this is probably the reason behind the mule carts. Amongst other things, the civs are good civs. The wood lines are kind of small. There's potential to get thrown off a certain res and you need a move and, well, the mule carts are good for that. But, access to the middle. Now, Genbo played Lekintha? Ludo. Genbo played Ludo in game 1. On this map, of course, because you do get your home map for the entire tournament. So Genbo played Ludo, and it was Ethiopians, Georgians. So second time in a row, Genbo's got Georgians here. And we saw maybe not the best targeted cutting. Let's put it that way. That's probably the way I would put it. Uh-oh, this could be a dead Vil. Yeah, so the idea, I guess, is to try and cut to the middle, but I do feel like it's worth targeting your wood cutting. Being smart, because you do want to chop through. If you're going to go here, you may as well just chop through to the end, right? Deliberate wood cutting. Now, farming is difficult. Said that. There's still some boars out here, by the way. Is one of them in? Yes, one of them's in on this side. Scouts are fighting. Genbo lost some HP from fighting the Vils. And we have got a Vil coming out now to try and take this second boar. No real issues. Kados. Yes, it is a random map start on Vulpine. Got some AoE Leagues tonight. And Genoese Crossbow here picked Vulpine as their home map. So that's what we get to see. Looks like Siro's got some more targeted wood cutting here. Which I like. Already taken out one tree there. Going for the second. And then it'll be another 100 wood to go to the third. Said before. Well, in Empire Wars, we have not seen the middle utilized on this map. I would at pretty much at all. I'd like to see the devs make a change where this becomes narrower. So it's only 2 trees to chop through, or 200 wood, or 250 wood. Because at the moment, the shortest, your shortest route in is always 300 wood. I'd like it to be shortened. I'd like it to be shortened a little bit. 19 Vils on the way up for Siro, and for Genbo, it's actually going to be a little bit slower. Missing the sheep in the corner. Doesn't see them. Out of food underneath the TC. Oh, this is not a great build. Certainly lacking at the moment. There are the militia for the Armenians. And very soon, I think you can't... Maybe you can put 2 on this, but you have to, like... I feel like every time you come in, you have to cut that one. And then tell her to come back and cut this one. Otherwise, she could sit in the middle and block any of her friends from joining in. And at the moment, she's being blocked from dropping off. Absolute disaster. So you have to move the mule cart away. Lose all the efficiency that you're meant to actually get from this Civ advantage. But it's equal for both, because both players have got mule carts today. We're fighting away here. Ciro's going to be up first, bringing 2 militia into the fight. Just going to be a drush. Just the 2 militia. Are there any weak Vils to attack? There's not. Is Loom in? It is. It's going to be a militia on each side. Scout goes down. That's big. Georgians lose their scout. Armenians will hold on to their scout with 1 HP. Any Vil kills? No Vil kills. A militia goes down. A scout goes down. But Armenians are going to get first access to the middle. 68 wood to go. And a range coming up now. This militia can just do some scouting. To be honest, I would consider laming the foxes here. Laming the chickens. I know that it's not super likely, but it's just a little bit of... What can you do with 1 militia that's already lost 28 HP? I mean, sure, you can wait. You might play infantry. Maybe an imp when you turn him into a champion. But for now, he can't do much. I reckon just take out some of the res. So close to actually finding that. He did find... Go back and grab the sheep. Go back, grab the cows, mate. He's not being very helpful. He's not being very helpful at all. Couple of archers out. This is good for Siro. Oh, Man-at-Arms comes in just at the right time. Still waiting here for this tree to be cut. But Ciro's going to get access to a lot of res. There's a spearman. Sorry, a skirmisher. Skirmisher there. We're so close. We're nearly there. Come on. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's finish it off. No Vil kills yet. 1, 0. Let's go. Grab it. Someone walk to the middle, please. Everyone walk to the middle. I love it. And now for a trickle of res. Check it. I mean, there is a fox being eaten at the moment as well. But otherwise... Check it out. I think it's worth... Bring everyone in. I would stone gate this. This is the route in. So stone gate this. Do not let them in. At all. Do something with this. Okay, we need... You want the middle? Get the middle. I love the archers here as well. Brilliant. Archers do great. Yeah, Tremors, you're right here. Put a stone gate on the other side. Well, now that there's a tower going up, I would consider some stone walls here. Just make them cut somewhere else now. You can, of course, wait until later and church this and force your way back in that way. Could also just throw some walls around this side here, but I would have liked the wall. Just don't let him in. It's yours. You also need a market now, because your gold access is going to fly. There's foxes being eaten around here. That's what's causing the res to go up. But this is a great spot. This is a great spot. For Siro. Access to the middle. Just needs to sort out what the plan is now. Just needs to think about what's next. We've got to think about the matchup as well. We're not just playing for the middle, but the middle is there. It's good. Oh, mule cart. Oh, the pain. The pain. Disaster. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. They're not going to move until they're seen. That's just... Oh, my God. Alright. I feel bad for Genbo there. But what can we do? Hey, the militia's coming back into the fight. There's a couple more being added. Okay. We're just adding militia into the fight. Why not? Why not? Dr. Adipose. Welcome to the channel. Kados is, loves the early attack. Early aggression. Army from minute 1. If possible. So, whatever you can fight with, Kados wants to fight. Check back in on the gold. It's still like that. It's a disaster. We've got a market here. We do, somewhere. Am I blind? It's here. Genuinely, would have tried to put it here. Forward market was... Tower's going to go up in this position. Genbo's kind of holding this. Militia got added because we're going for feudal longswords. I like it. We do have the gold income now. And armor. So now it's longswords. Okay, what does this longsword have? 1 base pierce. Second one is in, of course. And 9 attack, 0.96 speed, which is the same as the archers. On some berries out on the side. I think that's a good way to play this because farming is a nuisance. Only 2 farms at the moment. Georgians are very heavy on farms. Both players not really looking towards Castle Age just yet. This is a long feudal. I think the feudal longswords is a good play in that case. May as well keep making them. Start pumping them out. Even go second armor. Then you just start chase down these archers. Three armor on the longswords would be quite strong. Because then you'd need 30 of them to get 2 shot. They're a bit, of course, they're difficult to micro against with the speed at the moment. Oh, workshop trades hands. It is now. It was Genbo's turn for a brief moment. He's gonna have Castle Age first. If there was anywhere to farm, if you were Siro, I reckon it's here. You drop a mill, you drop 2 farms, and you've just got 2 farmers in range of the workshop at all times. I know it's a bit annoying, but I think that's how you do it. And suddenly, Genbo's going to be the first one up. 800 res less collected. Suddenly, first one up. Definitely be buying. Definitely use the market here. Or just don't have anyone on gold, because there's no need to. I'm not a big fan of this. Again, it's... This map, in this setting, very hard to know what's meta, right? In Empire Wars, we've seen it a lot, but no one really goes here because you never get the time to send villagers here. There's armies on you all the time. It's a very heavy army mode, so you can't really utilize it. But random map, controlling this is a lot easier to get to. You can get to it earlier in the game. I think we saw Siro got to it at a point where there was only 28 villagers anyway, which is what you start with in Empire Wars. I think at that point you need to make it so that there's one entrance until Imp. Yes, you have to use your stone, but it doesn't matter because you can just buy it back because you're getting a whole bunch of gold coming in anyway. That's a lot of skirms. Georgian scouts are going to fight. Big fight coming in now. There are longswords here. I think this army is still good enough for Siro. He'll hold on to the workshop as Genbo backtracks. I would also say we don't need to get fixated on this right now, and that there is a lot of raidable areas out there. You can raid a lot. I think... So, hang on. We're just going to go back and check this. We just saw some deaths here. No. Okay. Our mule cart did move. Thankfully. Thankfully. Mule cart did move. I have been spending a lot of time talking about the middle here. The players... Absolutely. It's a great thing to have access. Oh god, the castle's not being built. Oh no, this army might all go down. Genbo's might switch this game here. The castle needs to go somewhere. Oh, now there's an archer blocking. Oh, this is a throw. Okay, archer's off. Okay, castle might go up now. Castle could have been 50% already. Suddenly this game is very much... Oh, the army's all gone down for Siro. All the army's gone down. I don't know if this castle now goes up. This castle it might go up. A couple of vills have to go. These longswords need to get out. Disaster. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The castle just had to get built earlier, but there were units standing all over it. The church... Oh, how much army can Genbo bring in? Because this could get denied. This could get denied. This could stay up. I may even need a couple of quick walls here. This castle determines a lot right now. Once the church goes up, there is a problem here. This castle may not complete. Those vills need to stay there until this castle is no longer. The game probably hinges on this. Siro is sending a lot of vills to try and get this in. We are at 73%. A lot of vills are going to go down here. There are knights on the field. There are two churches firing, or one church firing arrows. So many vills are going to die, but the castle will eventually go up. The castle will eventually go up. And now I think if you are Genoese Crossbow, you need to go and raid everywhere else. There are so many areas that you can go and get access at. There is an awful gold mine right here. There is no one... there's no mule cart here. There's a mule cart here on the stone, but no protection. This is kind of all Siro has at the moment. The church will go down in the middle. Crossbow out. I like it. A little bit of movement. Towers are good, but just drop churches, right? I mean, both civs can, but you probably just use churches more than towers. And of course, town centers when you can. But this game's now close. 20 Vil lead for Genbo now. But yeah, no access to the middle, which I guess someone said this accounts for 9 villages. I don't know if this gold trickle is 3 Vils worth of gold. Let's see. More raids coming in. Scout there. 27 villager kills. 27 villager kills. And now there's nothing there for purple. There is over here though, and now we get a few more raids in. Nick Stirs is in the chat. I am going well, mate. How are you? How did your stream end up last night? I also have a question. I saw on your stream a comment, one of your overlay comments. You said that nearly banned you because you kept asking about going to Red Bull. Did you actually spam Nilly trying to get a gig at Red Bull in London? And did he actually ban you, or is that just a bit of a fun? That was a joke. Okay, okay, that's good. I would have absolutely loved the ambition to go straight to Nilly. But that's good. All right, there's a church here, and yes, the idea about a priest grabbing relics sounds great. They're like, it's staring you in the face. Very much a good idea to go grab a relic. Although, there's no real army at the moment. And there's feudal archers. And it's a really good army here for Genbo. I think he's figured out, well, it's taken the castle for him to realize, I can't actually fight this, but let's just fight everything else. Fight everywhere else and just get a lot of good value in. Look at this, more Vil kills. These crossbow now, 14, 15 15 kills. It's adding up. Towers denied. And the GG is called because the scouts are under the TC. There's nothing around the TC, so the skirms will die. And Genbo ties the set at 1 apiece. Very nice set. 2 very interesting maps. This map is so interesting. So Genbo's picked it as a home map. We haven't seen a lot of gameplay on it. Well, we've seen gameplay on it in Empire Wars, but not in Random Map. It's really only this game and his first game, which we have seen. And yeah, there's a lot of things that are unknown at the moment as to how the meta will look. But to me, as a caster, I enjoyed looking at the middle. But as players, we've got to start thinking about, let's go to the outsides and let's start raiding out here.